Hello, I'm glad to see you again in the VNA Bulletin. I'm Bong from Hanoi, and now the headlines. National teleconference 6 ways to protect environment. Government industry expects to earn $20 billion by 2020. Vietnam welcomed 6.5 million foreign visitors in 8 months. On August 24th, Prime Minister Nguyen Xuan Phuc chaired a national teleconference with a view to determining tasks and solutions to improve the efficiency of environmental protection in the coming time. Also present at the event were Deputy Prime Ministers Trương Hòa Bình, Vũ Đức Đam, and Trịnh Đình Dũng. At the conference, Prime Minister Phuc suggested provincial and municipal party committees adopt a resolution on environmental issues to ensure the concentrated and united instruction and performance among administrations and sectors. He stressed that violations of the environmental protection law have become more serious in recent years, and a series of lawsuits against polluters were launched in provinces and cities across the country and arousing public concern. The government leader emphasized the need to change the way of development towards economic growth combined with environmental protection, sustainable development, and protection of people's benefits and peaceful lives. Therefore, Prime Minister Phuc requested ministries, sectors, and localities to frankly evaluate the environmental pollution so as to work out proper solutions to the issue. He noted that authorized agencies, especially the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources and provincial departments, must hold responsibility for environmental pollution in the areas and localities under their management. A report delivered by the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources showed that each year Vietnam has more than 2,000 projects required to make environmental impact assessment reports. The country is home to 283 industrial parks, which discharge over 550,000 cubic meters of wastewater per day, in addition to 3 million cubic meters from 787 cities and towns nationwide. 43 motorbikes, 2 million automobiles, 23 million tons of household garbage, and over 7 million tons of industrial solid waste are also posing risks of environmental pollution. The same day, Vice Chairman of the National Assembly, Phùng Quốc Hiển, Research Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of AIA Life Insurance Group, Mark Edward Tucker. Hiển said Vietnam state management agencies will take series of measures in order to promote the sustainable development of the insurance market. Solutions will focus on fine-tuning policies and mechanisms concerning insurance business, simplifying administrative procedures, and intensifying supervision and inspection of insurance firms. The legislature held the firm for its contributions to Vietnam's socio-economic development since it started operation in the country in 2000. Acknowledging the firm's proposals of the firm, he suggested AIA share experience in building laws relating to insurance business and helping Vietnam improve the legal framework. Tucker pledged to share skills on insurance operations with Vietnam, affirming the firm's long-run business target. He noted that AIA wishes to invest in Vietnam's government bonds, especially long-term bond ones. The Vietnam-Thailand Joint Working Group on Politics and Security convened its 8th meeting in the central province of Thanh Hóa on August 24th. More details in the following report. At the event, the two sides discussed cooperation aspects that need to be promoted in the time ahead, including a high-level security dialogue mechanism between the Vietnamese Ministry of Public Security and the Royal Thai Police, and a defense policy dialogue mechanism at the Deputy Defense Ministerial level, and the use of a hotline between the two naval forces to address sea-related issues without delay. Delegates also exchanged views on measures to effectively use a hotline on preventing illegal fishing between the Vietnamese Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and its Thai partner. They also reached consensus on strengthening cooperation in ASEAN to maintain a common stance on the EC issue with respect to international law, including the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and the Declaration on the Conduct of Parties in EC, and work towards the formation of a code of conduct in the EC. The participants also agreed to boost cooperation in managing and using Mekong River water resources sustainably and effectively. The textile and garment industry has set to earn an export value of $20 billion by 2020, which is seen as a setback when it's already achieved the value of $27.5 billion in 2015 and expects $31 billion this year. As the industry has sustained a stable export value growth of 15% in 2010 to 2015, the Vietnam Textile and Garment Association has suggested that the government adjust the development planning for the industry, enabling it to obtain more success. It has proposed the government to enrich a development strategy to 2040 so the textile and garment industry could advance to new goals that are meeting the nation's speedy and extensive integration. The association has asked the government, the Ministry of Industry and Trade, and the Ministry of Planning and Investment to group textile and garment enterprises in concentrated industrial parks to easily handle the treatment of wastewater they discharge. The association therefore suggested the government allow the establishment of textile and garment industrial zones to rely investments in dyeing and fabric and gel production, along with upgrading transportation infrastructure connecting the zones with logistics centers and ports to reduce transport costs. Vietnam's garment and textile exports in the first half of this year reached $12.6 billion, a year-on-year increase of 4.72%. The property market tends to stagnate in August, a normal thing for this time of the year as August coincides with the 7th lunar month, traditionally called the Ghost Month. More in the following report. The folk belief makes many people keep off making big business this month, such as real estate sales and purchases. Meanwhile, some people have taken advantage of this time to make deals at better prices, as property sellers also want their business affairs to remain smooth during the Ghost Month. As a result, the unsold property inventory has shrunk, though the pace of reduction has slowed down. Total unsold real estate is valued at nearly $36 trillion, equivalent to $1.6 billion nationwide, down over $14.9 trillion from the end of 2015 and $1.5 trillion from the second quarter this year. Ho Chi Minh City posts the largest unsold property value in Vietnam at present, about $6.6 trillion, a decline of over $3.5 trillion or 35% from 2015 and $216 billion against the end of the second quarter. The value of unsold real estate in Hanoi is around $5.8 trillion, down $923 billion, or nearly 14% from 2015, and $60 billion from the previous quarter. Hanoi's Consumer Price Index in August dropped slightly in the previous month. More details coming up next.
The city's statistics office reported a downturn was seen in 3 groups of goods, while a slight rise was recorded in the remaining 8 groups. The highest price rise was marked in education as the new school year is approaching. Meanwhile, transportation price fell sharpest as fuel prices was cut down 2 times in the month, while prices of food and catering services was also down sharply due to a plunge in price of food and foodstuff, especially rice in Hanoi through the month when supply was abundant. decrease was spotted in prices of housing, power, water, fuel, and construction materials. In August, the gold price climbed 1.6% month-on-month and 19.8% compared to December last year, while the US dollar price fell slightly over the previous month and 0.7% over December 2015.
We now welcomed about 6.5 million foreign visitors in the first 8 months of 2016, a year-on-year increase of 25.4%.
The Vietnam National Administration of Tourism reported there was a jump of arrivals from Hong Kong and China, with a 92.8% and 57.9% increase respectively. There has also been a rise in the number of visitors from the Republic of Korea, Thailand, and Italy. The number of domestic holidaymakers from January to August was estimated at 43.1 million. Vietnam welcomed about 899,738 foreign tourists in August, up 6.3% from July and 34.4% higher than the same period last year. In August, foreign arrivals by air accounted for the majority, with 779,000 visitors, or 86.6%, up 27.7% year-on-year.
The center city of Da Nang has selected red shank duck lengua as a mascot in the run-up to the APEC Forum Leaders Meeting in 2017. The monkey, often praised as queen of primates, is native to the local Sơn Trà Peninsula. Red shank duck lengua is distinguished by 5 colors and is among the most colorful primates. It has been listed in the Vietnamese Red Book of Endangered Species and labeled as threatened species that require unconditional protection by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Most of the monkey population recorded worldwide inhabit in Sơn Trà district. Recently, the Da Nang Department for Natural Resources and Environment proposed increasing the conservation of red shank languas at the Sơn Trà Reserve. It also asked for permission to make the species the biodiversity symbol of the central coastal city. Da Nang is now counting down for its hosting of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum Leaders Meeting next year. Hanoi has launched an atlas featuring the city's 1,793 intangible cultural heritage forms, following an intangible heritage inventory and preservation master plan carried out since 2013.
The atlas reflects the status of the forms which are in need of urgent protection or in the list of national and UNESCO recognition, serving the municipal authorities in building measures for efficient preservation. The heritage forms were divided into 6 groups, including oral literature, art performances, social belief customs, traditional festivals, handicraft, and folk knowledge about nature, human life, production, medicine, food, and fashion. Đông Anh, Ba Vì, and Thường Tín districts are the most culturally rich, with each having over 120 different intangible heritage types, mainly festivals, social belief customs, and handicraft. Oral literature and art performances are defined to require urgent need of protection, including folk singing like Hát Tuồng, classical opera in Trường Mỹ district, and Ca Trù singing in Hoài Đức district.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.